What's up, guys? Are we live yet?
People are waving.
What's up, everyone? Hey, guys. So I told y'all I'd go live at 3 o'clock. So here we are. I'm just trying to link up on the computer. Not so I can see myself, but so I can read your guys' comments, so I don't have to have them read off to me. I refresh. So today we're going to talk about what is it? Paint correction on aircraft, polishing boots. What is going on? It's going on my story. I probably have to log out. Nope, here we are. Okay, I got myself on live. All right, I'm on live, so I can see your guys' comments now. Turn the audio off. It's delayed. That's fine though. I can see your guys' comments. All right. Anyways, so so first we're going to talk about paint correction. I usually don't sell paint correction jobs per se. I'll sell gloss enhancement, and then I'll sell oxidation removal. On some of the larger aircrafts, there's just not much of any. I don't see many people doing it. I don't see people crawling on top of the tail on a Gulfstream, hopping in a scissor lift. Let me see. So I don't see them hopping to make sure that you paint corrected and there's no holograms or whatnot. Not necessarily holograms, which I wouldn't leave a hologram, but that the paint's fully corrected up there. And the amount of time it would take to fully correct, like an airliner or Gulfstream, or let alone a King Air, is absolutely way too much work. I mean, I'll do it. We've done Warbirds and whatnot, some Cirrus, but for the most part, we're just doing oxidation removal, hologram removal, scratch removal, and just gloss enhancement. So, yeah. So, if anyone has any other questions about paint correction, I consider a full paint correction where we're actually wet sanding. We're removing the orange peel in the paint and then buffing it out, right? Removing, bringing all that. How many hours? Going to be hyper polishing a G650 leading edge. What kind of buffer? Hyper polishing. What's that? I don't know what's hyper polishing. I haven't heard that. Anyways.
Someone asked how many hours or days have you spent on an airplane?
Oh man, like 6 weeks with like a crew, polishing out an aircraft. You killed a fan. We had like it was basically aluminum correction per se. This aircraft had been stripped with sanders, so it had deep, like 80 grit pigtails in the aluminum. So we had to sand all that out, bring it up to 800 grit, and then buff it out from there. So that was a lot. It's when you buff real fast. Oh man. So let's see here. So yeah, that's basically for paint correction. I don't do it much unless it's like a one-of-a-kind aircraft, the customer wants it, or it's on acrylic windows. So we'll do paint correction there. Next, so someone was asking about Deice Boots. So I'll go through that. First, what is it? Everyone's familiar with the black Deice Boots. Couple things with those, they're really expensive to replace. On a King Air, for the peel and stick ones, it's probably 30 grand just for all new rubber. That doesn't include stripping off your old boots, your old boot sealant, or not the old sealant, the old boot, all the contact cement off the plane and then installing the new ones, and all the labor. So it's a pretty expensive task, so I'm always telling my customers that they need to maintain them. BF Goodrich recommends every 6 months that you treat them, or as needed. So you could coat a set of boots and then they go through a crazy rainstorm and it just strips off that whole front edge of the boot. So yeah, you'd want to redo it because it actually does create a physical barrier. It helps them so that they don't break down. And yeah, what's up, Dirty Sanchez Detailing? The G-Fit, but okay, going back real quick, I need to answer that question. G650 leading edge, if it's nice, I would just use a DA buffer with some sweatshirt material, some cotton. And if it's worse, I hop to the drum buffer. So, so the boots, we'll go back to the boots. So the coating that you do put on them does create a physical barrier between the elements and your rubber boot. So think of like your boat, what is it? Your trailer sitting outside all the time, and the tires just get beat from the sun. Your motorhomes, all that stuff, they cover them all up. So when the plane is at higher elevation, the UV rays are stronger, so they have the potential to break down faster. So you want to coat them, you want to keep them nourished and protected. So, and especially since it's expensive. So first we go through, we strip them. I usually use PBS Prep. It's a great product and strips everything off. And followed by, we strip everything with water. We remove all the PBS Prep. And then we go to the manual set for BF Goodrich boots. We end up putting Age Master. So we apply Age Master. That cures for 24 hours. So we'll come back the next day. Then we put Shine Master. About like 3 coats on the top and 2 on the bottom. The top seems to wear away faster. So I'll do an extra coat. So by the time they both wear away, top and bottom, they wear even with 3 on top, 2 on the bottom. And then after that, you can put some aerospace protectant or Ice X2 if they're going into snowy conditions, icing conditions. So what I'll do is put the Ice X on after that, let it sit for 10-15 minutes, and then tone it down. I'll just come through with a microfiber and just wipe it, kind of buff it off so it doesn't run on into the onto the aircraft, the excess, or cure funny. The funny thing about that stuff though, Ice X2, all the aircraft manufacturers and the painters and everyone say, don't use silicone detailing products, don't use silicone wax. Well, Ice X2, the stuff you put on the front edge of the wing, that is like pure silicone. So essentially when it's flying, it's all gonna just streak back on the wing. So that's just some more hypocrisy. The Fast Boot silver de-icers, let me pull this up. I don't do these very often. I can't remember between the two. There's Fast Boot and then there's Silver Estain. So Fast Boot de-icer removal, composite Fast Boot de-icer installation. Sorry guys, I should have had all this up. Essentially for the Estain boots, or for the 2 different types of silver boots, one you put the BF Goodrich Shine Master on, and then the other one it's actually a polish. So I haven't done it. I have the manual for it and how to do it. I just haven't done it yet. So, so yeah, I also have a product coming out that is for helping maintain boots. Can't wait to share that with you guys. So that'll be freaking awesome. Next, headliner. Oh man, that's there's a lot of different headliners. So some of them are just leather, some of them are pleather, some of them are vinyl. Let me make sure I got you guys' questions. Hours, days you spent on an airplane, 6 weeks.
Has Trump been in touch yet? That's a great one.
He needs to be. Not yet, no.
How do you clean TKS equipped leading edges?
Oh, I got that. I clean TKS leading edges with just my basic cleaner. I don't, let's see, I'll use Wipeout or F-Bomb are two of my favorites. If I'm polishing, if it's like a hawker, and I'm polishing, I need to tape off where the TKS bleeds out. I'll clean everything with alcohol to flush it, because that TKS won't let the tape stick. So not straight alcohol, 50-50, and that should clean everything up and not harm anything, so that your tape will stick, so you don't ruin the grate. All right, cool. So we're going on to headliners. There's a lot. So I have a microfiber, so we'll start with Suede and microfiber because those are the toughest. And I use a microfiber Suede cleaner. I'll put the link in the description for you guys. I'm going to post this on YouTube for you. So so I use a microfiber cleaner, spray it on, and brush it with a horsehair brush to get it out, and then kind of dab it out. And then what I do is I kind of feather it out. I don't soak one little spot. I try and feather the solution out so it's not soaked in one spot. And then I take a hair dryer and blow on medium heat and just keep brushing the Suede until it dries. Because if you just clean it and let it dry naturally, the Suede's going to be really rough. So that's kind of the hair dryer with the horsehair brush. Just brush it, and you're killer. So that's Suede. That'll be your Suede and your microfiber headliners. The product I use cleans both. I don't remember exactly what it's called. Leather headliners, any of your all-purpose cleaner. Sometimes I've seen like tweed sidewalls or headliners like in some of your smaller aircraft where water will leak in and stain. So water stained it, you'll want to soak the whole headliner or a good portion of it with water, and it'll blend that stain out. It's just minerals drying at the edge of where the water dried, right? If that even makes sense. So what I'll do is you can also take the Tornador, blast it, but just be mindful you have contact cement behind there. So they're spraying it on and then sticking it on. It could be brittle, could be old, and that aggressive of a tactic could have it delaminate. So if you're working on someone's aircraft, get a waiver, get signed off that, this could potentially happen, yada, 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 and you're not responsible. If it's your own, just send it. It's fine. So, all right, cool. So any more questions? Yeah, so the headliners, I usually, keep them clean. For a leather headliner, we'll clean it, condition the whole thing, and then tone it down. If you leave the leather conditioner, just apply it and then don't buff it, it tends to attract more dirt and dust. So I always come back by with a dry micro and just kind of buff it, I guess you could call it. So that's it. So yeah, wanted to hop on live today. We're gonna start doing these a couple times a week, hopefully. And posting on YouTube and just answering any of your guys' questions. And we got some exciting stuff coming up, so just wanted to also share that stuff with you. And yeah, let's see if anyone else has anything. Nope, you guys are...
I just think there's a lot of girls in here because you brushed your hair for once.
Because I brushed my hair for once, yeah.
You finally brushed your hair, so, I mean, hey, maybe brush it once.
Once in a lifetime. Yeah, I usually don't brush my hair and put a hat on.
Right. Someone's asking, have you cleaned any high-profile celebrity planes?
Yes. I have. I just usually don't really share them. We currently have had some stuff going out and stuff like that, which just kind of hush. Like I can't share all the aircraft I clean. That also sucks. I wish I could share a lot more with you guys, but it's just the nature of some aircraft and aviation. But other ones, I've got the thumbs up, and so we try and bring you as much as we can. So, let's see, what else? That's about it. That's all I got, guys. So, yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on my stories of when we're going live on Facebook and whatnot, and Instagram and TikTok. There's not really stories, but you can follow me on YouTube and Instagram.
Send in questions.
Yeah, and send in questions that you guys want for videos. Also, we're traveling around doing ceramic coatings. So if you guys need a jet coated or a fleet, let us know. We can handle fleets. We can handle whatever, any size. We'll coat it. We'll fix it. We'll fix the paint and make you fly shiny. All right, thanks, guys.